We are live.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? What's up, burrito?
50. No, I'm the new and improved Daryl.
Yeah, I forgot. My bad. Yeah, we probably actually get people come in and say hi now instead of just turn the channel and be like, "Nah, I ain't listening to that loud shirt." What's up, Randy? How are you, buddy?
I'm great today. How about y'all?
I'm doing
I'm
good.
just I'm just the same old Randy old gray hair.
Heck yeah.
We're
Let's
on
see.
So
time
how's the
and
new Daryl doing?
great. Great. I feel young. I feel phenomenal. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm even
Yeah,
pretty.
that's not. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, 'cause poor old Daryl, he ain't doing too good. He's out for the evening. He's just not feeling up to it today. Poor guy.
You know,
Needs to take a little break.
come in, Dawn Night.
Sampy came by earlier, and I was gonna come in and be the first one here, and Dead Gum Sampy was here just as soon as they put the post up. Good evening,
Like
Dave.
a race.
See, ain't nobody in here yet because ain't nobody used to us. Ain't nobody used to the shows being on time.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
I mean,
Daryl's been hanging out
Sunday.
with Stan too long.
Yeah, yeah. You know how it is.
Did your nose heal up, Steve? Dawn Night
No,
wants to.
but I can smell real good.
Hey,
Oh,
Roger.
so last week we were talking to Tim. He wants to get in on that tournament. I was talking a little smack to him. Well, we ended up at the hockey thing together, and we're sitting there, and he goes, "Hey, can you smell the ice?" Yeah, thanks, buddy. I could smell what Daryl was cooking in freaking Georgia. Smart aleck.
See,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Sunday.
terrible. I don't plan on doing that again.
Sunday, I waited till it was 9:02 before I went live for Stan because he didn't get up until 8:59. So Stan Day would have either been really late or not even happened. And I said, just for you. I waited 2 minutes after, and he was typing in the chat. I said, you. He said, I like it down here. I said, nope, you have to be up here because it's Stan Day. It ain't Lisa Day. Get your butt up here.
Right? Well, I
Um,
could see him doing that too.
Dawn Night. That is August
23rd.
23rd. He's got all the dates. I don't have the dates in front of me.
It'll be from 5 till 11, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Uh, that way you got an opportunity to lose your jugs and everything that night. You know, over here we're gonna have glow sticks on ours. We've got reflective tape on them where we can hit them with a spotlight. But we put glow sticks on ours. And
I can't wait to watch that.
the blue glow sticks, you can see them better than you can the yellow ones.
Really?
Yep. I buy them 100 sticks at a time at Walmart. And used to, I went through and got rid, put all the red ones and yellow ones, and not anymore. I use the blue ones and the green ones. They're the best. They
Dang,
show up better than anybody
that's
else.
cool.
Hey, we got 15 people in here. We
Let's
got,
go.
let's see here. I'm showing 9 thumbs up, but who knows whether that's right or not. But
Blue is always your favorite to show up. Oh, it seems a lot better at night to see it better.
well, Don, that just means
Maybe
you got to have a couple more people with you. Show them
I
how
got a
what crazy people do out on the boat at night.
hey, I got a question. So I've never done the jug thing or whatever. Do you just use a regular hook, octopus, circle hook?
we use circle hooks.
I really like them circle hooks. I just started using them last year, and I really love them. I fell in love with them things. I used to be an octopus guy myself, but I'm really liking the circle hook.
The offset circle hooks does real good for us. Hey, Bobcat, and here comes Sampy blowing back through.
Sampy, Bob Kitty.
What up? That's cool. And then how long would you just use all your lines about the same? Like, I've never done it before. Or do you
Okay.
have multiple and just kind of?
We've got you're allowed 20 jugs per team. And all we do is take a pole noodle and cut it into thirds. And you can get the little pole noodles or you can get the big pole noodles. And we get the biggest pole noodle you can get. And we put 40, 50 foot of line on it. And we put a 4 or 5 ounce sinker on the bottom. And a lot of people will put 6, 8, 5 or 6 feet of line on theirs. And
Dang,
especially
really?
this time of year, you don't even put a weight on it. You put it up in shallow water and let the wind blow it around, and the fish will kill it. But in the middle of the summer, like we're doing, we drop ours down. Our hook will be 18 inches off the bottom, and we found out that if you use a 2 or 3 ounce sinker, you miss more fish. So we have gone up to we go with a 4 or 5, 6 ounce sinker, and it pulls on the fish a little bit more whenever the fish get a hold at it. And whenever that jug stands up, you go to it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense if you had more weight, because then they'd have to fight a little bit more and make them set it a little bit better, I think.
Yeah. Hey, Dustin.
Hey,
Darren.
nice. Did you know it'd be kind of cool if you took decoys, stuck it in the front, so they just look like a duck swimming along, and then feeding duck?
There are companies out there now that are selling duck decoys as their jug. They also sell duck decoys as a planer board.
Oh, really?
And so
That's interesting.
One of our fishing spots has a bunch of duck decoys.
yeah. Roger, Granny, are you using mono or braid? Roger, we will be using 50-pound test string, and I can't think. We just use a twine on ours. There you go. I'll be back. I go get one.
He'll go outside and get one.
Well, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Like I said, we don't do stuff out here. Like, I live in Utah, and we got stupid laws. 2 poles. So if we were going to do the jug thing, it'd be like 2 jugs. So dumb.
Yeah. I got it. By the way, before he comes back, Dustin! Since I didn't type it in chat, I gotta do it physically there. Well, originally Granny was a typo because I'm using voice text, but now it seems fitting. Good one, Roger. That's a good one.
Hey, if you don't like Lisa being in here, we'll get Daryl back.
This is true.
This is one of our jugs. It's got my name on it, my telephone number, sinkers on the bottom. And that's how far our sinker is from our hook.
Dang. Yeah, this whole time everybody's been talking about jugs. I've been thinking about milk jugs. I
A lot of
could
people
float
use
down
milk
and
jugs.
run.
People use milk jugs. They use Coke bottles, bleach jugs, anything.
Interesting.
Hey, and Dustin, I'm the only one that has no power here, so hey, we got
Well, that's
12
pretty
lines,
interesting.
16 people in here tonight.
Mm.
Now
Yeah.
we have pulled a stunt today. We were notified late in the day that Daryl wasn't going to be able to join us today, so we've been trying to figure out what we were going to talk about, what our show was going to be about tonight, and this is what it's going to be about tonight. We're going to talk about different things. Um, we've been trying to figure out. We've been trying to figure out what to talk about, and that's what and we thought about talking about how we figure out what we're going to do on the show tonight, but really there ain't nothing to it. We just start playing.
Yeah, I've seen people in videos use milk jugs or the bleach or any sort of that. Hey, Lance McCougar. Okay, in Daryl's defense, we got the message at 10:17 this morning.
That's still pretty
We
early.
just didn't have a clue on
Or
what we were
late.
going to talk about.
No, we didn't have a topic, that's for sure.
No topic.
I think Daryl actually thought we was going to cancel the show tonight, so that's the reason that's the reason he didn't. When he notified us, we were struggling trying to come up with a thumbnail, and
Oh, I wasn't struggling.
Nah, you had that out pretty good. It turned out pretty awesome.
she got on that quick.
Thank you.
How do y'all like my thumbnail?
It was
Everybody
amazing.
but a fish but Daryl.
Good evening, Stan.
Sup, Stan?
Well, he should be 2 and 2. But Daryl should be used to that. You don't really have lots of fish.
Now he did have a picture on his Facebook that I almost took and used, but it was halfway faded out once I took the background out. He had a little fish like
darn
this big. Yes, Roger, I know you did. But yes, because Roger helped me out a lot with the thumbnail ordeal, so
Nice.
I give him a lot of the credit for that, helping me out. And like my first thumbnail was his pictures, in the background. So that was awesome. I'm still on the trial version.
Turned out really good.
I ain't on the paid version yet. I'm still on the trial version. I'm looking for that email to come through for the full
Hey,
version.
Jeff Bill.
So
that's the funnest part, is trying to figure it all out.
And she's real good at coming up with ideas. I can't think of what I want to call it, but she is good at coming up with ideas for this stuff. She's creative.
Jeff Bill.
Very.
Dale's still supporting that rock. Let's see, because me and him talked about it. He's active.
That means he's sitting in here in the background. He's scared to step up here and let us know he's here.
Just keep Daryl in your prayers again. He's gonna have surgery Friday morning.
He's got
and if he wants to tell everybody what else, then I'll let him tell, because it's not my story to tell.
He just needs to take it easy, not try to do so much.
Yeah.
Roger, I liked it.
So you guys are excited for these tournaments coming up in the next few weeks?
Very excited.
Okay, hold on. I got a question for you guys, though. So, Burrito, so being a big celebrity like YouTube fisherman, is it really great just catching all these big fish and making your husband net them in? I mean, I'm just curious, and I'm sure the fans are too. Please tell all.
Hey, tell how many times I beat you last year.
I mean, that's not nice to be talking about beating your wife on the internet. That's terrible.
No, no,
Let's
no,
talk
no.
about fishing.
I beat her 4 times last year. She won between me and her. She caught all of our fish last year except for 4 tournaments.
Well, yeah, we
I
watched
did.
that unfold last year. She was on a rampage.
She
If you
tore it
didn't know
up.
who she was, woo.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, like I said, I have grown up fishing, but that was trout and crappie and the ditch pickles, and never even thought of catching a catfish until I met him.
Dang.
And then we started off jug fishing. So we didn't get I bought him the first rod and reel, not this past Christmas, but the one before. And then a couple weeks later, we got some more. And then, like a week later, I caught a 37 and a half.
Dang. So you guys
And
are
then,
just really new at this then, huh? Like damn, that's impressive.
We've been at it for 14, 15 months, 16 months now.
Nice. So you guys have been chasing cats about as long as I've been chasing carp. That's impressive.
You know, we
it's nice.
we just if I can catch them jug fishing, I can catch them on the rod and reel because we're fishing the same water now as what we were fishing before. That's like for the jugging tournament. We're going to fish a couple of holes that I've got that me and her have never fished before. And but I've gone in there and caught just so many fish. And that's I'm holding those holes off for right now.
Heck yeah. Well, now I kind of feel bad for picking on you a little bit. I didn't know you were still green like that, but man, you guys have put up some serious numbers last year. I'm totally impressed. You guys freaking killed it.
I mean, I've got the biggest blue on the boat.
Here it
He's
comes. Here
got
she
the
goes.
biggest flathead on the boat.
Oh, that works out then.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was
good
caught
stuff.
after. No, that was caught during a tournament, and then one after the tournament was over.
I caught a 33-pounder during the tournament and a 20-pounder after the tournament same day. She caught her 74. She was live. Were you live that day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, she was live that day, and we caught it. We caught it March 4th, and so March 2nd. So I mean,
Yeah, my surgery was the 4th.
Okay, so but we didn't know what we were doing. We still don't know what we're doing.
That's the best part.
We decided we've been talking for a month about changing our rods and our reels, and she was gifted a rod, and then we bought her a rod, and both of them were bait casting, were casting rods. Well, she had been using all spinning reels, and with the Ancient Mariner reels, we're able to set them up so that she can go out and she can cast them as far as she does her spinning rods, and she ain't backlashing them. So the other day we ordered a few rods and reels the other day. We've got 8 new rods coming.
Nice.
And I think 6 new reels.
6. Yep.
Which reels do you guys prefer, like casting or spinning?
I like the casting. I mean, even though I've had both, and my entire life, I may have had one spinning reel. I mean, up
Yeah, I've
until
only ever used spinnings.
I've got
I got these two Okumas, but all mine have been bait casters my whole life.
Oh, nice.
I've been using bait casters since since probably 1980.
Heck yeah.
I started bass fishing about that time, and flipping and pitching worked out the way we were doing it worked real good with the bait caster. And so that's a buddy of mine told me, if you're gonna do this with me, you're gonna fish with me, you got to do this. So I learned to do it.
Makes sense.
Now that ain't to say that I don't have spinning rods, because I've got 3 or 4 over there in the storage unit right now. I use them for crappie, for bluegill, for skipjack whenever we're fishing with skipjack or whatever. Bobcat put out a real good video today, or yesterday. I don't know when he put it out. I know I seen it today, and it really kicks butt. It's where he took me bumping and showed me a really good day out on the water.
Them are the best.
Oh man.
I was kind of
all the
surprised
memories.
you mentioned me at the end of the video. I'm touched.
but we, years ago I used to chase bass, and I learned to read maps when I was chasing the bass. So that's what I do now. I just chase catfish and read the maps. And there's a lot of times. One of our best tournaments last year, we fished King of the Tennessee, and I was told this is where we're launching, and I said, okay, here's where we need to fish, and was real lucky to have just a little bit of insight, and we smashed it. I mean, we caught 150, 60 pounds of fish in that tournament. We were catching 20 and 30 pounders all day and couldn't get any bigger than that.
See, you bring up a super good point, though, like preparation, knowing how to read, seeing what, you know what I mean? That gives you an advantage, but you have to put the work in. A lot of people think you just walk out and just start catching fish. I mean, some days, yeah, but a lot of it, dude, there's a lot of work that goes into this. A lot of people don't even realize how much time goes into preparing to try to fish against some of these guys and gals.
He spends more time studying maps than he does watching videos. He is constantly on his phone looking at maps, studying maps, even if it's not here, if it's closer to where his dad's at, he studies those maps. And every place in between. It's constant studying maps.
But your catch rate goes up quite a bit by doing that, though. You know what I mean? If you wouldn't just walk in and had no clue, you're going to be chasing fish and structure all day long. Where you just take out all that, now you're just turning it into a fishing trip into a catching trip.
My dad is 84 years old, and he wants to go fishing so bad right now he can't stand it. And we're fixing to take off, and we're fixing to start going down there a whole lot more often, just to get him out on the water. And
nice.
We took him once last year, and he caught a 19-pounder, and you'd have thought he'd caught a 100-pound fish.
Heck yeah, dude, that's the important part. Like, catching fish is great, but it's the memories. That's the stuff that we get at, and that's why I do fishing. I'm sure that's why everybody else does is, dude, I want to take what I got and share it. Like, this is actually one of the coolest things I've ever had, and it's like, here, I want you to try it, and I want you to try it, and you to try it. And, dude, I also think it's a dying generation.
My dad taught me how to do everything, He taught me how to fish. And once I got to a certain point, I jumped up and started doing a lot of stuff on my own. And then now I take him out and show him, and I don't let him do nothing. We get on the boat. I ain't got an hour to wait on you to tie a new hook that you just broke off. Let me have it. I'll get you tied up. I'll get you ready to go again. Get you back in the water where you can catch another fish. He did that with me for so long. He took care of me for so long when we were fishing. It's my opportunity to take care of him now.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Bobcat, bless his heart, sends me a picture of bacon. And my response is, you send me bacon that I can't eat through the phone. And he says it's yummy.
I bet it is.
Bacon through the phone. Welcome in, Jerry Hager.
Jerry Hager is one of our affiliates. Use Swain 10 and you get 10% off. He does powder coating. He builds rod holders, bank holders. He can powder coat all kinds of stuff. But
and they're pretty.
And they're
very pretty.
Yeah, and they're customized to fit you. That's like this mug he gave me. It's got my rank, my military rank, and my name on it. And then it's got the flag and all on the eagle and the flag on the back. That's my favorite cup. I use that cup all the time.
I think Janice was actually working on powder coating some cups recently.
They've got a lot of videos on their YouTube and on their Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's gorgeous work, that's for sure.
And I've been driving these rod holders in the rocky banks around here because there ain't no mud around here. We just drive in the rocky bank and they didn't even chip the ends of them off.
Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, she's playing with resin. Okay.
But we've been fishing. We've been fishing for years. I've been fishing for anything and everything. I quit eating fish. Well, I started mostly releasing fish about 15 years ago. Whenever I moved up here, I got a nephew that lives down the road here about 20 miles, and he does catch and release. And I didn't, we catch too many fish to eat. I mean, I can feed 50 people on a weekend, and I don't need that many fish, so we throw them all back. I took and put them on a rope stringer, have 30 or 40 fish where I could hang them up between two poles and take pictures of them, and then sit there and throw every one of them back. That especially down on the boat dock down here.
Dang. Yeah, we fish so long they start turning nasty by the time we're done. So we just, you seen in the thumbnail, I catch them, give them a nice kiss goodbye, and send them on their merry way.
Brian B., welcome in.
Hey, I can catch a raindrop in a hurricane. Not but one, but I get, even a blind hog finds an acorn every now and then.
So I have a question for the chat. Do y'all like the new and improved Daryl, or do you want the original Daryl back? That's just a question for the chat.
Yeah, there's 17 people in there. We can get a couple of people in there to give us one or the other.
Should probably unanimous.
But otherwise, I'll flip around where I can see it. Okay, there we go. Who's Daryl? Never heard of her. Daryl who? I mean, that's why I have the new and improved Daryl.
But
see, is that FAFO and Up in the Air Air Run has a tournament coming up. It's the Panfish Off, April 12th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. It is hosted by Two Stands. They've got great prizes for the winner, and I just almost lost it. There's a $50 gift card up for grabs.
Okay.
A guard dog, and there's 6 NBA cards that are up for grabs too. So if y'all are interested in that, I guess get with Two Stands, because I don't know how to get a hold of Aaron.
Hey, shout out to Guard Dog. If you're looking for a guard dog and you use Hooker 10, you'll get 10% off that order.
That's a loaded question. I know, Darren. I know it's a loaded question, but I had to ask.
April 12th is the FAFO tournament. We've got on the 19th is a fish-a-thon on the Live Fishing Tournament League. And that is
What's that entail?
Huh?
What's that entail? Or what?
I don't know.
That is a Chad Fields tournament. That Brian B guy in the chat could probably say what that entitles.
It's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Because that's a... I think, if I'm not mistaken, Roger, unless it was last weekend, Eric B had a tournament, but I want to say his was last Saturday.
Yeah, I think his was a carp tournament last Saturday.
Yeah.
But if there's one this weekend, we don't know about it.
But if there is, let me know about it.
The only one we know about this weekend is the FAFO tournament.
Hey, 5 biggest fish.
Dang.
For the fish-a-thon.
Nice.
See, I know Brian would know.
Dude, I wish we had the catfish size you guys did. I'd definitely get into these 5 and 3 weight more if I was fishing for a little bit bigger fish.
You called nice the other day.
What, a 6-pounder?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get too much big. You might catch a 10-pounder around here.
Hey,
that's about it.
Coming up for this Dock Demon tournament, that's what you need, man. You need 20 of them 1-pounders.
Oh, I'm hoping to find the nursery, son. Trying to find me the carp nursery, about 2-pounders all day long.
April 19th from 9 to 3. Thank you, Brian B.
And then
I know what FAFO stands for, but what is the terminal?
He's talking about in the FAFO tournament. To be honest, don't know. That's got some weird, and hang on a minute. I got it right here. Maybe.
Hey, Benoit. Gabby and Allison. How you doing? Just so everybody knows, we still have openings for the Dock Demon tournament if you are interested. Right now, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's pretty good.
12 people signed up. So there's still more room. And if you're interested in any of the other tournaments, let me know. I can write your name down.
I'm looking forward to this tournament. This is excuse me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. The Doc Demon one.
Loads.
Except this time, I think I should take a knife just so I can cut Bert the Netman Adams' line if he starts catching more than me.
The thing about it is, after you cut one, he's going to be watching for it, so it gets tough. But you got to pick out the big fish for the one to cut.
Yeah, I gotta figure out something because man, he thinks he's coming with a vengeance this time, and he can fish pretty good. Them little poles seem to be work pretty good year round, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to win one of them little teeny trophies. Them look amazing. They look good right here next to my other one.
I'm gonna put them across this shelf right here in front of all this stuff. Hey,
Why is that Lisa's shelf?
that is actually is on her desk.
That is my desk.
All right, that makes sense then.
Several of us
Just
will be on
teasing,
here
Randy.
this weekend if you can make it. Very cool, Roger.
Well, I ain't got a trophy in here. I need to go get a trophy. Show you this fantastic trophy you win.
They're
Just
awesome.
don't knock anything off the table.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Cat Claws Rod Holders. Also, you can save 10% if you use Hooker 10. And I like them because I can hook them up to my guard dogs, take them anywhere I go. And dogs and cats do play well together.
The male version of one of the people on The Price is Right, that just.
Hey, you get the opportunity to win this amazing plastic, gold-plated trophy. It's 8 inches
Gorgeous.
tall.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to learn how to do this. I don't know how to do that.
Touch me. Touch my picture.
I did.
There you go.
Hey,
Gorgeous.
it's got the Woats logo, tells the tournament, the date, and that you're a winner. Hey, I'm a winner.
I love it. That's awesome.
But
We were at the grandson's birthday party Saturday, and we were talking to our son-in-law about this, and he goes, "You get a trophy." I said, "Oh, Raymond, back up. You got to listen at how he does this." And here he goes. Raymond just rolls his eyes.
It's a ton of fun, man.
Yep.
I have to say, you guys have put on a fantastic tournament series so far, and I'm looking forward to hitting all of them that I can fish in. Like I said, the jug one, man, our regulations ain't going to let me do that, but I'll figure out how to help some other way.
Well, you can always be a host.
Yeah, trying to turn it. Hey, but wait, there's more. Hey, we can also get you hooked up with Blue River Carp. Another one for 10 or Hooker 10 saves you 10%. How many infomercials would you like this evening?
Back to your regular show.
Yeah, exactly. Take it away, Burrito.
Okay, so if anybody is still interested in the Doc Demon tournament, it is April 26th from 9 to 3. Please let us know. The cutoff is April 23rd. And if you are interested in the dragging tournament, which is a 6-rod limit, that is June 14th from 9 to 3.
And it's your 3 biggest fish.
Let us know.
Catfish?
If you want, yeah, if you want to drag, I'll let you drag for carp.
I ain't never dragged either way. I would have to figure it out, but I don't know. As long as I think I got a chance, I'll probably come play just to talk smack.
Yeah, bring
The
it
best
on.
part about fishing. I might not catch nothing, but I could sure bump my lips a little bit.
Yeah,
Gotcha, Dustin.
Lisa, do you have something else you want to show?
No, because Daryl's not in here.
Okay. Um, you know, the tournaments are about having fun. We're trying to get back into the fun aspect of it. River Cats Tackle's putting on a tournament May 10th. And it's Wally World Whiplash Tournament. The rod has to be an ultralight rod and reel combo. Max length is 48 inches. And, you know, the Wayfarer, Walmart Wayfarer combo is $9.98. I think you, in that, let's see. In that tournament, do you have to use that rod, Lisa?
Yes,
Okay,
it has to be that particular rod.
it's a $10 rod. Now you got to use the line that comes on it, which is 8-pound test. If you get spooled and you want to put some more line on, you got to use 8-pound test, and it's a $2.98 Zebco fishing line. It's all available at Walmart. And to show that you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money to fish. You know, because we all started out with next to nothing. You know. So
I still fish the same stuff. To watch, hold on, continue. I'll be right back.
Oh, I can't see it.
yeah. Keep them entertained. I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, I thought they were in the office there. But yeah, they have. The line is the Zebco Omniflex 8-pound test, and if you're interested in that tournament, then you need to get with Lance McCouguy, John Cyclone, Andrew or Jeremy Defoe.
And if you'd like to fish it and you can't afford to fish it, you can't afford to go buy some more rods, get in touch with Andrew. We have sponsors that will take care of seeing that you can get the rods to fish it. Here is your Zebco Omniflex 8-pound test line for $2.98. And here is this fantastic little Wayfarer rod. Oh, let's see here. This is medium light. It's Ozark Trail. Got your zip ties here to hold your rod on. Got a good little butt on it. Little rod probably wouldn't be too bad. Just to get out and play with, catch some bluegill. That tournament is for the biggest fish, and you know there's going to be people going for 20 and 30. You know, John says he's going to catch 140-pound fish. That's all he's going to try to fish for, 40-pound fish. We're going to try to fish. We're going for some bigger fish in that tournament on this little ultralight gear, and I'm like, why not?
The winner of that tournament gets a J&S signature rod.
See, you brought up a very good point, though, because what I really like about that tournament is it's really taking us back to like how we started. But to be honest, like, dude, this is exactly the same line I run on all my fishing poles year round. Like, I started the Bearded Hookers, which is my page, because I got so sick of people on YouTube or Facebook, somebody would ask a question and they just beat them up when they're just honestly asking. And it's like, dude, you don't need a ton of money to go fishing. For like $40, you can get a fishing pole and all the stuff you need, and you're down fishing. You don't need
Yep.
hundreds and hundreds of dollars to, to enjoy this sport. And that's what I like about that tournament, is because it's really bringing everybody back to where we actually started from.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you also get a Ancient Mariner reel for winning that tournament too.
I believe so.
I don't remember who's. I think that's being put in the pot by Creole Catfish Guide Service.
Oh, nice.
So
That guy can fish too.
yep. And they're going to be down there in this tournament. They're going to be fishing it with us.
And see, that's what I like about these tournaments is, one, it's like,
Uh-oh.
go
You
bye
still
bye.
there, Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Steve
there?
just
I lost everybody. We're good.
froze for a moment.
Still here?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Just checking. But yeah, what I like about the tournaments is you get to meet a whole bunch of people, but then you also get to fish against a lot of great big name people that are up and, they're all over YouTube and everywhere else. It's been amazing. And the brotherhood is just amazing. Well, and sisterhood too. I'm sorry. New Daryl.
That's the thing about it. And that's what I love about this community. We're fishing against, you got muskrat out there, you got bobcat out there, you got Dustin out there, you're fishing against Austin, you're fishing against Mike Greenwell, you fish against Ray Ferguson. The Lonnie and Donnie showed up for one of these tournaments. It's amazing who you get to fish with that you would never get to fish with any other way.
Oh, exactly.
Ain't no way I'm going to go fish against Lonnie and Donnie and Ray Ferguson in a money tournament. I don't stand a chance. Ain't going to try to. You start talking about Jerry Parker. Look at what Jerry catches. Danny Stone. You got, you got Daryl and Woody. They're not as good as some of them other guys, but
Well, if Daryl would start pulling his weight and just not be trying to be a net man, if he'd actually help Woody out, they'd be a pretty decent team. I really wish he was here so I could talk crap. That always
Well,
gets him fired up.
This.
I'll get him all fired up.
But, look at it. We got a Dock Demon tournament. We're talking about a jug fishing tournament. We're talking about a panfish tournament. We're talking about the Wally World Whiplash tournament. It's about we're doing a lot of stuff that's just going back to where we all started.
Yeah, when it was all fun, not so serious.
Yep. I'd like to have one where you had to go get a little Zebco 202.
That'd be fun.
But fishing is about fun. It's not about sitting here and beating up on everybody. It's sticking your nose up in there above everybody. We got there's a real tight group here and a bunch of good people here. If I've got a question down there about bumping, I can call Bobcat, and I'm sure Bobcat will help tell anybody anything he knows. I can call Big Mike. I can call Daryl. I can call Jody and James, and they'll tell you anything that they can. Anything that they know, and and they don't pull any punches. See you later, Roger. Have a good evening.
A good one. Yeah, I agree 100%. Like I said, everybody I've met through the community, or I watch them on Facebook, their YouTubes, it's the same thing. It's instead of everybody, a lot of people are like, nope, nope. Everybody
Dang, Steve.
and what
Man,
stays with me.
every time he gets talking, he loses service.
I don't
You're
get it.
you're back, Steve.
I'm back. That was crazy. Now I lost my whole train of thought. Stupid
Yeah,
technology. I'm
It
such a low
happened.
tech redneck in a high tech world. It's stupid.
I understand that. That's where I live. But you know, I know we all started out with nothing, and a lot of us still ain't got much more than nothing. But you know, everybody shares and everybody helps everybody, and that's what I love about this group. You know, there are some out there that have come and gone, um, and there's some people that won't tell you anything. They'll shoot you a line of crap all night, but there's so many. You know, where else can I sit down and have dinner with Steve? Oh shoot,
Douglas.
Steve Douglas and Ray Ferguson and Lonnie and Donnie. We went to CatCon, and and those guys are, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they're some of the big ones in this sport. And they sat down and talked to us at dinner, just sitting there shooting the breeze with them. You know, you got Chad; he'll tell you anything. You know, these guys. I have a hair more than nothing. I think a smidge, if you will. Okay.
Hey, Austin.
Whenever he said hair, it just threw me because he has no hair. Yeah. Good evening, Austin. But I mean, you look at the knowledge that these guys will pass down to you, pass around to you.
And see, that's
Uh,
what helps grow. Like, because this is how I look at stuff, especially since I do a lot of ice fishing. If you guys go out ice fishing and you don't catch nothing 3 times, are you going out the 4th time?
Good
Chances are
possibility, no.
no. But if I can go and give you the depth and I can give you the color, dude, you might not catch as many fish as I do, but now you're gonna catch something. And as long as you're catching something, you're gonna start growing from it. But if you go out and it's miserable and you don't catch nothing, dude, nobody wants to do that. And then that's where I started. Here, I want to share, 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 and I started getting away from the other people that are just haters. I mean, that's their own person. When you got somebody that's hating, they're hating on themselves. I mean, just cut that and move on. And that's what I like about this community. Everybody's willing to help somebody because, like I said, with this carp thing, dude, I had no idea what I was doing. I had to go look at Rusty's type of stuff, go look at Colorado J, what he was doing, some of these other guys. And then that's how I learned to do it because I really had no clue. A year or so ago, I never chased carp. I was more of a trout guy.
Yeah. You know, you take me and Lisa. We ain't been chasing trophy catfish, but a year. And so, I
That's
mean, you know,
impressive.
you think we could have done this without the influence of the people in this community? You know, it wouldn't have happened. Um, but you were talking about, you take uh, Bobcat took me bumping, and he caught. I think he caught a couple the first 2 or 3 passes down through there, and I caught one. And then we went somewhere else, and I caught a 20 plus pound fish.
Dang, that's
And
impressive.
then we went another spot, and we caught. I hadn't I hadn't caught nothing, and he caught 2 or 3, and he hooked one, and he said, "Do you want to reel him in?" And I said, "No, I want to catch one." And it wasn't but a few minutes till I caught one that weighed 30 pounds. And then
Heck
I
yeah.
caught another one that weighed 28 pounds. And then, so I'm gaining on him. You know, I'm building up on him. I'm fixing to start ragging. And then he caught 161 pounds.
Oh, dang. That
Oh, yeah.
quieted up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That made me shut up before I started talking.
Well, the reason we are on YouTube just came in the chat.
Yep.
Hey, Lonnie.
East Tennessee Whiskers had, you know, we saw him we were watching some people on TikTok and was watching him, and he went over to, he said, we're going to go over on to YouTube tonight. And we went on YouTube watching him, following him, and, you know, now we've been here for a year.
Nice.
Yeah. Austin, you ain't going to catch a 100-pounder.
Hey, Stephen.
Well, I'm gonna try to catch a 100-pounder. It might be 101-pounders, but I'm going for it.
Me and my nephew, that's how I started fishing for bigger fish. When I moved up here, he fishes out here on Loudon too, but now he fishes Watts Bar. He lives down there. But his deal was, let's see who can catch the biggest fish. And so I started going for the big stuff. And, you know, well, Austin, I hope you do, my friend. I hope you do.
Dude, I hope everybody busts their PB this year, man.
I want to see, you know, a dozen people hit that 100-pound mark. I want to see them, you know, if they're fishing water that holds it, great. If they're not, I hope that they catch the biggest fish that they can.
Exactly.
I'm like you. Bust that PB wide open. That's like,
Heck yeah.
That's like Lisa. I watch her catch fish, and I enjoy that more than I do catching one myself.
Dude, it is amazing. You get some people that you care about, or newbies or whatever, and man, just watching the excitement. Oh, dude, I'm the same way. Unless it's Bert, and if he's on here, yeah, I want to cut your line sometimes if you start out fishing me, but that's just keeping it real. Because sometimes you gotta not be happy for your buddy if he's beating your butt.
If things work out right, I'm going fishing tomorrow afternoon. And if Lisa doesn't go with me, there's a kid that I met over here on the bank a couple of weeks ago that I'm going to call. I say kid, he's 20 years old. But if Lisa doesn't go, I'm going to call him and say, hey, do you want to meet me down here at the boat ramp and let's go? But he also lives on a small public pond that's supposed to have some good little channel cat in it. So I may fish that channel cat lake for one of these tournaments.
Stephen Hunt, no, Daryl's not feeling good right now. I'm just taking over this show tonight.
And we took it over.
He's not feeling good, so he asked us.
We're hoping
if we would take care of it.
We're hoping to have him back next week. He's having surgery again on Friday, and keep him in your prayers because that's what we hope that he gets his butt back together pretty quick.
Agreed. Dude, and this blows me away with Fishing Fever's comment up there about a 2-pound gizzard shad.
Yeah.
Dude, that blows me away that you guys use baits that big. I mean, even when talking about your weights, dude, the most I ever throw out here is an ounce.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's a 1/4 ounce. And my baits are like this big.
Yeah. Well, our baits are like that big.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It blows me away.
But now Lisa's PB came on a piece of bait about that big.
Nice.
And Lonnie's the one that talked me into and showed me how to use the big baits. I didn't even know how to hook a bait that big when I started hanging out. Because we used to take skipjack, and that's what we used jug fishing. But we'd cut them into small 1-inch squares. That's as big as we ever used.
Speaking of
Yep,
Jay,
that's what our state law is.
welcome in, Jay.
Yep, there's Colorado.
What's up, Colorado? 10-ounce. See, that's just insane. I don't think I've ever seen a 10-ounce weight.
Well, we've got. I think I bought a bunch of 8-ounce weights up at CatCon, but I've never used anything any bigger than that.
Dang.
But we don't fish the heavy current that some of these other guys fish. You know, they get out here below Wadden, below Watts Bar and all, and they'll sit right there in the middle of that heavy current with a pound of weight, 20-ounce weight on there. I don't even have any idea.
Dang.
Jay, I hope she's okay.
We're praying for her, Jay.
Yeah, for sure.
But we do. Everybody, I'm learning new stuff. I went to seminars during.
Oh. The principal's back.
Does he even
You must have heard us talking about him.
Wanted to.
Hey, Daryl, since you're in here, I have something to show you, and I was not going to show anybody until you came in the live. So
This is that point where it's and there's more. Wait.
Here you go, Daryl.
How cool is that?
There you go.
There you go, Daryl.
If you not only do you win a trophy, you win a way out there.
I was getting
bait
to
time.
that.
He beat you to the punch.
Well, I know, but I was getting to that.
Randy, you're in trouble.
Everybody's in deep crap. Who's in deep crap?
You are.
Well, see, he didn't realize last week how prophetic I am, because last week I told him that he needed to get it set up so that Lisa could use his show, his StreamYard, to do the show. And so he got everything. He got everything taken care of, and now, it all worked out.
So did you jinx him? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I just knew that Lisa needed to know how to do it.
Oh, she can figure it out. She's amazing.
I'll be back in a minute.
It looks better.
Dude, that sounds terrible there, Daryl. I hope you get feeling better, pal.
Daryl, I've passed 42 of them, so I know what you're going through.
Geez, you need to drink some water. Well, I can't have nothing to say. I drink way too much soda.
Oh, Daryl, I got those 2 days ago, and didn't even tell Randy about them until they showed up at the house. And he said, "You gonna show Daryl?" I said, "I'm going to reveal it Wednesday night on the show."
Yeah, that turned out way cool.
There we go. Way too big to pass. It's a goose egg. Oh, Lord, Daryl. Yes, Stephen Hunt. 42 of them.
Jeez.
So now they get the trophy and the bait tail. And I've got to send one to Dom. So, where's Bobby at? I finally received his stickers. I don't know where Bobby is. If I text him, he's probably asleep.
He's hiding from you picking on him.
I know. He probably is.
But it's a lot of fun, though.
It is loads of fun.
See, and that's what it goes back to. Man, you meet some amazing people that you can sit there and razz and joke and have a lot of fun with. Because, I mean, realistically, some fishing trips, there isn't nothing to do except for talk a little smack and do a little razzing because nothing really happening. So if you can meet some good friends along the way, it definitely helps.
All right, Daryl. Get your rest, and we'll be praying for you. And just know that the new and improved Daryl is a hit.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody likes the new and improved Daryl.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much unanimous. I
Everybody
see
that
one
voted.
bad one come across the board.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby ain't in here, so I mean.
That's why he didn't want to call him. Then it's unanimous.
Yep. It's unanimous.
Hey, one more thing. Hey, if like I said, back to the community of fishing. Hey, there's a thing out there called Holler Fish On. Every state, we're trying to get every state into it. I run the Utah chapter, but I think we're up to almost 30. And it's another place where you can show off your state, show off the different fish. Because, like I said, in Utah, we don't have the flatheads, the big blues, and stuff like that. So it gives other states different stuff to look at. And same thing, it's just a way to share a passion. So if you get a chance, jump on Facebook, check out your local Holler Fish On, and give them a click. And if at least give you Utah one, because that one's mine. And hopefully you can follow some of our stuff. What was that? I'm sorry.
Congrats on that again, by the way. We
Hey,
read that
thanks.
nice big post that day.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Mark P. I know. Bobby makes your day.
Yeah, I love watching stand days to watch you pick on Bobby.
I think that's what a lot of people enjoy.
See, that's why I thought everybody was tuning into this show, was to watch me pick on Daryl.
And and then he, what happens? He won't even show up.
I don't know, I was too big of a bully, I guess. I was just teasing him. I was just funning a little. He has to come in with a doctor's note. I mean, he's pretty scared. And all I called him was a net, man. Jeez. I wasn't even lying.
Mark P, I owe him 10 seconds too. Sunday, Stan said, we need to have a Sunday, just to freak Bobby out to where nobody picks on him. And I was like, I can't do that.
Dude, he'd think everybody hated him if you did that.
He said, you'll just have to sit back and watch. I said, I don't even know if I can sit back and watch because, that's my everyday thing is picking on Bobby.
Every show.
Yeah, he'd think you were mad at him.
He would. He would think I was mad at him if I didn't pick on him.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe you didn't make it in tonight.
Well, I haven't messaged him either, but, last time I messaged him to come in alive, he come in and said, somebody freaking woke me up. So, I ain't doing that no more. Come in and complain because I woke him up to come in a chat.
But
Dang, dude, I can't believe we've already been here for almost an hour and 10 minutes, man. Time flies when you get talking fishing.
it
It
does.
does.
Lisa can testify to that because whenever we're out here looking at somebody's property or something, and I get to talking about fishing, she knows I've been blew our schedule all out of the water for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, Hondo, I can guarantee. Yep, that's just how that goes.
Especially if we go look at somebody's boat for work and they mention fishing, our schedule's all out of whack because he's gonna talk.
Tomorrow, our second stop is a boat, baby,
I know.
and the third one too.
Nice.
But
I
we're,
mean,
we're
he
I
gets to
don't,
talking about fishing, and it's like, dude, we gotta go. We got other places to look at.
she's actually gone and sat down in the car before waiting on me. You know,
See, my wife would just smack me around and be like, get your butt in the car. You're going. Probably grab the ear.
Well, I ain't gonna do that in front of a customer, but it's like,
She waits till she gets home.
gotta go.
Don't do that again.
We got other stuff to look at. We gotta go. We can't stand here and talk all day long. We gotta go. Tell him you know a guy on the James River that catches lots of fish and has a cool beard. You know what, Austin? I have to say this. I went in the Fat Boy Eric's live this morning, and he's going down this gravel road, and he comes up on a horse and buggy, and I almost put in the chat, man, you found Austin's family. And he couldn't go very fast. I mean, he followed him down this long road for what seemed like forever.
Dustin, you ain't got a cool beard.
Dustin needs to order a fan so the next time he goes fishing and he goes live, his phone don't overheat. He almost ran me over. So you saw that too. I mean, I thought about you, Austin. I mean, I sent Austin a video of a horse and buggy pulling a boat. And
You got to get down there any ways possible.
He said he was working on that as we spoke. So forget you too, Randy.
Oh Lord.
There are some people that look okay with a beard and mustache, and then there are some that can't
Just
help but
don't.
laugh at, but it don't look right. But that's it. I mean, there's just some that just don't look right.
Dude, I'd look funny if I didn't have one.
She's told me I can't shave mine off.
Oh no.
Dude, my wife won't let me either. Dom, he keeps trying. Everybody wants to cut it off, and my wife's like, man, no, not even close. I ain't playing.
The thing about it
Okay.
is, I could shave mine off today, and I would have it back in 2 weeks.
I don't know, Stephen, hon. I ain't seen your picture. So I can't answer that one.
But she said she threatened my life if I shaved my beard off.
Yeah, I got one of them too. So we just go, okay, sounds good. That's why I ended up waxing my nose.
Yeah.
This ain't wondering children. I would believe that.
Well, see, I'm wearing my Team Snag and Whiskers shirt today. See how important I am. I'm Mr. Burrito. I'm not Randy Old Gray here. I'm Mr. Burrito.
That's cool.
I mean, the boat is Team Burrito. There's Team Burrito on the boat.
Yep.
It also says Twin
That's cool.
Appraisals.
You know, we've mentioned several of the tournaments tonight. We've also got the gathering coming up in May. It is May 16th through the 18th. And yeah, I understand. I do too, Dustin. But we've got I think they got a biggest fish contest. This flyer says it's $1,000. It's free to enter. Just show up and catch fish. Get your number that you have down there, and show it. You know, they've got all kinds of stuff that you win and giving away and all this stuff. One of the things that we were talking about when we were talking about the cheap rods and the entry level rods and all, we're giving our rods away to kids after we finish up with the May 10th Wally World Whiplash Tournament.
As long as they're still in good condition.
Yeah. We don't,
Yeah, because I could see a couple of them getting destroyed.
Yep. Do what? Peninsula in the front, but icebergs melted and Florida went away. Okay. I'm lost. He'll have to come on camera one time and explain that. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the tournaments. I think they got some really good ones. You know, the Octane is the one I'm really got my eyes set on. But man, this year's going to be a pretty fun summer. I can already see that happening.
It's going to be
You
a
ain't
bunch.
lying, I need that too.
We're going to. Oh, okay. We're going to
All
have
right,
fun.
Justin, good night.
We're going to have fun fishing some tournaments this year. We're not fishing competitively this year. We're fishing more for the fun of it, and that's what it boils down to.
But yeah, if you're not having fun, it's not worth it. Too much
Yes.
stress.
That's right.
Austin, are you fishing the Dragon tournament? Because I'm pretty sure I have him for the Dog Demon. Yes, I do. I do have him for the Dog Demon. Anyways, if y'all want to fish any of these tournaments, just let us know. Because if you don't let us know, then we can't write you down.
Can't get you in.
That's all. It is June 14th from 9 to 3.
It doesn't interfere with any of the Live Fishing Tournament League tournaments or any other tournaments that we know of. We're trying our best not to bump up and mess up anybody else's fishing.
Yeah, I know. I've got you down for that one. I know Dustin's doing the Dragon tournament too.
Hey, we've got more thumbs up, and we got people in here. We're doing good tonight.
Nice.
That's something else we beat Daryl at.
Because they like the new and improved, Daryl. That's perfectly fine, Austin.
Holy smokes.
But anyways, I guess we'll call it since it's after 10.
Yeah, I gotta get my beauty sleep.
I
'Cause
understand
Vincent needs
that.
some help.
Correct, Austin. 3 rods per team. So me and Lisa are not fishing on the same team. But
Yep.
y'all
Take
have
care,
a,
Stephen Hunt.
y'all have a great evening. Good to see everybody again. Thank you for coming in.
On that one, Austin, yes, you can use whatever line you want. We did not specify that in the beginning, so we're just letting we're just letting people use whatever line they want to on the Dark Demon.
Yep, I'm gonna be dragging with the Dark Demon. But
Good to see you too, Austin.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. It was a great night. It was always great hanging out with the Swains and talking fishing. I mean, that's why we're all here, trying to learn and make our community better and share our gift and our love for our sport. So say thank you to you guys for having the same goals as we do on trying to get our passion out there. Appreciate you guys a lot.
yeah, we appreciate it too. Thank you for allowing us to be part of the show. And I'm waiting to see my picture go up as another host.
I used to
Well,
like that,
you catch
Austin.
fish, so that's good because Daryl don't. Like we seen in that last thumbnail. I mean, we all got pictures. We've got good cases. We should put him on the bottom of the list.
Oh, Lordy.
Dude, he better get better.
I took that screenshot before a tournament last year where they surprisingly told him that Ray Ferguson was fishing it. And his mouth dropped, and I screenshotted that picture, and that's what I used on the thumbnail.
Nice.
I kept it. So, but it just made it perfect for that. To put us
Never
on the
known to
dock
come in
and
handy.
fish, and him just.
You
Hey,
did a
y'all have a
great
good
job.
night. We're out.
See you later.
Peace.
That's my fish swimming away.